What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here today. Once again, we're going to be taking a look at a bunch of loot I've picked up recently from various sources and going over the gear, the rolls on them, and generally what's good or not. So we've got Crucible packages, Crucible weekly bounties, we've got Vanguard packages, Vanguard strike loot, Variks ciphers, and finally faction packages as well. So as usual, a ton of stuff to go over. So let's begin with the Crucible weekly bounties. The first one dropped me an ATS 8 Arachnid for the Hunter. Now this I believe personally to be the worst exotic in Destiny. That's just my opinion, but let me know in the comment section if you can think of a worse exotic armor piece. I personally can't think of anything worse. I think this is genuinely the worst one in terms of perks. And it isn't just useless, it's more just like a negative hindrance to your playstyle. If you don't know, this actually zooms in your golden gun to make it really difficult to use. I remember like a month ago, I wanted to put this thing on to see if it was going to be good. I didn't realize just how much it zoomed in your golden gun, but it's really distracting and almost makes you want to snipe people across the map with a golden gun, but it doesn't have that range, so you'll be pretty much missing if you try and get people at the range it wants you to. I'm not sure what the purpose was this was supposed to fulfill by having it zoom in the golden gun. I mean, zoom in any weapon, literally any weapon in Destiny is always bad. You want a low zoom sniper, a low zoom primary weapon, zoom is always bad, so I'm not sure why they decided to put this on the golden gun. I really wish it would just extend the duration and do nothing else. If that was the case, it would probably be my most favorite and most used exotic for the Hunter, but the zoom thing is just so distracting. It looks awesome, probably one of my favorite looking helmets. It's got really awesome design, but in terms of perks, it definitely needs some rework, and I'm hoping they do that soon and kind of fix the perks on this thing. It was the worst helmet in year 1, and it's still probably one of the worst helmets in year 2, so let me know in the comment section if you can think of a worse exotic armor than this thing, because in my opinion, this is definitely the worst. Now, if we go completely to the other side, my next Crucible weekly bounty got me a 335 crest for the Hunter. Now, this is probably my favorite and most used exotic for the Hunter golden gun. It's pretty funny I got both of these from the weekly bounties. I use this pretty much all the time. It's not that great in general 6v6 or mostly Crucible. It's really good in Trials, obviously, for the res. It's also nice to generate orbs for your teammates. It's just generally a very good at team building exotic, and it's very good for everyone, not just you, and I really do love the thing. So pretty funny I got the worst and the best exotics out of 2 Crucible weekly bounties. So my third and final Crucible weekly bounty got me a 334 last word hand cannon. This is of course a very powerful weapon that I've never used all that much personally. I can never figure out whether you're supposed to aim down sight or hip fire with the thing. I've always preferred the Hawk Moon personally, but still of course the last word is one of the best exotics in the game, and especially if you get skilled with the weapon you can of course just melt people. So let's move on to the Crucible packages. The first one dropped me an Antipodal Hindsight, which is the auto rifle. Never really seen this weapon all that much, but it's got decent perks. It's got Rodeo, Perfect Balance, Feather Mag, Reinforced Barrel, and also Life Support. Nothing too special, but pretty decent in terms of stability. The next one dropped me a Warlock Chest with Insect and Strength, Hand Cannon, Shotgun Ammo, and Void perks. The next one was on my Titan, and he got some Gauntlets, Discipline and Strength, and Auto Rifle Reloader, so nothing too great there. And the final one got me a Panther Rate Fusion Rifle, a very good weapon with the right perks, but this role is nothing too special. We've got Battle Runner and Grenadier. So moving away from the Crucible into the Vanguard side of things, we've got a Vanguard strike loot item, the Treads Upon Stars. I've been farming the Vanguard quite a bit with these solo weapons, which is awesome to use. This one is an awful role. We've got Life Support and the legendary Guerrilla Fighter. Still don't even know why this perk is in the game. Always makes you question why it exists, but it's just there to taunt me. But it seems like I can't upload a video with that Guerrilla Fighter in there somewhere. Now, moving on to the Vanguard packages, we've got an answering chord from the first one with high caliber rounds, casket mag, single point sling, rifle barrel, and also focus fire. Pretty awful in terms of its role. The next one is a really good weapon, the Badger CCL, with a really good role, probably my best so far. Crowd control, a brace frame in the middle, and an outlaw. So that's personally a god roll for me. I'm really looking forward to using this one. And in terms of the perks I would hope for on a PvE scout rifle, this is basically it. This is perfect for me, so really happy with the scout rifle. So the final Vanguard package dropped me a Conspiracy Theory D, a shotgun I haven't seen around all that much in terms of my drops. I think I've literally just gotten like 2 or 3 in the whole of Taken King, but this one is definitely nothing special. We've got full auto, which is just awful on this type of archetype. We've got Reinforced Barrel and also Surrounded. I've still got the one that you get from the Taken King, which is basically a god roll they just hand to you, which is one of the best shotguns in the Crucible, and I don't think I'm going to get anything better than that. But I don't really shotgun, but when I do, it's definitely using that weapon. But hopefully one day I'll get a decent Party Crasher or Conspiracy Theory. Moving over to the Variks packages, we've got an armor piece from the Elder's Sigil. This dropped me a Keeper's Mind helmet for the Warlock. Pretty bad perks and pretty weird looking. Definitely my least favorite out of the 3. I love the Hunter helmet. Titan helmet's pretty cool, but this one I'm not a fan of personally. And the weapon package got me a Her Fury. A very good sniper, not as good as the kind of main ones, the 1000 yard, LDR and longbow. The roll on this isn't too great. We've got a Longview 10, Last Resort, Hand-Laid Stock, Small Bore, and also Firefly, so nothing too special in terms of its role. So finally we're going to look at some faction packages from Dead Orbit. We've got a Hung Jury, which came with awful perks, Replenish, Quick Draw, Feather Mag, Third Eye, and also Either Storm. So pretty awful, nothing comparing to the God roll from the Taken King. The next one gave me a Payload Contact with an incredible roll, a really good auto rifle, one of the best ones that I own right now. Hot Swap, Speed Reload, Handlay Stock, Rifle Barrel for the range, and also Counterbalance, so really strong in terms of those perks. I'm definitely going to be keeping that thing. And finally, we got a Cloak from Dead Orbit, which is a very weird and ugly looking one. I've always been confused by this. It looks like a World War I like communication device on his shoulder. I'm pretty sure this came in the dark below, and it's always looked very strange to me. So there you have it. Those are the Dead Orbit packages. So that is everything I've gotten so far recently, a general loot roundup. Be sure to comment down below anything cool you've gotten recently from your loot drops. If you want to leave a like on the video, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next one.